Hi guys, this is Elisa at Fusion DIY. Happy Wednesday, happy Earth Day, and I want to let you know that we actually are very concerned about the earth, and that is why we repurpose furniture and home decor and we resell it, because we are trying to keep things out of a landfill. So if you're looking for a gift or if you're looking to redecorate your home, please don't pass up the opportunity to come and visit us. We're located at 57 Bridge Street in Milford, New Jersey, and here is a perfect example of a piece of repurposed furniture. Isn't that gorgeous? And above it is a repurposed jewelry box and things that have been created with repurposed items. This is why we do what we do, because we want to keep things out of landfills. In addition to which, why would you want to go to a big box store and buy a piece of particle board when you can buy a solid wood piece of furniture that's not only going to last you a lifetime, but it's also going to look beautiful in your home. So these are things that we do. I'll give you a quick shop tour. Again, there's things back here. That's a sofa table right in front of us, along with a lot of glassware, a cute little dresser. Isn't that lovely? And some beautiful and very, very comfortable chairs, lamps, side tables, planters. Look at this firkin over here. Isn't that neat? It's a beautiful firkin. That's a plant stand. Again, a lot of very unique items, especially if you have Mother's Day coming up or graduation. Look at this beautiful desk. Isn't that pretty? And all kinds of Independence Day decor. That's coming up too. We're going to be updating the windows in just a couple of maybe a week or so for our 250th anniversary. There's a lot of really neat stuff that the vendors find here. Look at this pretty end table. Isn't that nice? Like I said, there's lamps, there's all kinds of books and relish trays, and look at this collection of cobalt blue that we have, dishes, even faux flowers. Look at those beautiful tulips. Hard to tell that they're not real, right? They are artificial, so they will last you a very long time. Again, more really unique things here. I also carry supplies for you to learn how to do it yourself, hence the DIY in Fusion. I carry Fusion mineral paint, and if you are not familiar with Fusion mineral paint, this stuff is excellent. It's got a built-in top coat in it, and so you give it 2 coats of the Fusion mineral paint and you're done. And you can use it on wood, you can use it on plastic, you can use it on glass. It's a very, very versatile paint, and I am working on a piece right now using the color coal black, and I absolutely love it, and I'll show that to you when it is done. I also do carry a line of candles, so if you're looking for some candles, I have to do another order because they've sold very well for me. And then back here we have a lot of vases. Oh, look at this. I wanted to show you. Look at this vintage, well, it's not vintage, it's antique, an antique high chair, which is awesome. Also a lot of other really neat stuff. And again, the Redesign with Prima items. I am a Redesign with Prima vendor, and I carry the transfers, I carry the stencils, I carry the molds, and I do have some decoupage paper with them as well. There is a new release coming out early in May, and oh my gosh, wait until you guys see the beautiful papers and the beautiful items that they have in this release. It's really pretty neat. So again, a lot of really fun things here. We do carry a whole bunch of mugs and a bunch of Rae Dunn mugs, teapots, creamers and sugars, and an array of things. There's a pretty little shelf right there that needs to be hung up. Again, some more interesting decor. I love this little corgi. Isn't he cute? If you have a corgi, you need to get that. Again, a couple of other really neat items. This is a genuine copper mold, and he is the real deal. Look at the back. So that's a real copper mold. And then here in what was the kitchen of this home, all kinds of kitchen related things. There's a baker's rack that's chock full of really good stuff. Over here we have another baker's rack that has all kinds of fun stuff. And the Hoosier is also stocked, as well as these areas back here. And then finally, back in what I call the dining room, because we have a dining room table in here, we have all kinds of dishes and glassware. And look at this pretty vignette. Isn't that nice? We have a utensil box that has been converted to a storage box. And then, not to leave the guys out, we have a whole array of guy-related things. So if you want to shop early for Father's Day, we have a really neat bunch of things here. So I'll quickly scan the shelves so that you can see what's here. There is just a varied assortment of really neat things. And then over here, look at this gorgeous lamp. Isn't that beautiful? That is solid wood. It's heavy, but it is absolutely stunning. And then on a day like today, it wouldn't be a bad idea just to have a lap blanket thrown around you. We also have blank journals, pillows. This is actually I believe it's I don't know if it's pewter. I think it's tin, but it's a tobacco tin, a vintage tobacco tin. Some seaside artwork, which I think is really pretty. And then we have lamps, more lamps. We have a very pretty clock. We have some silver candlesticks. This is very interesting. This is actually a 3D picture of cats at Buckingham Palace. It's a very, very interesting piece. And then over in this armoire, there is all kinds of linens. There is a very pretty tapestry that we have hanging on the wall. There is some silver plate, not silver. Some candles, a very pretty basket that would be suitable for a wedding for your flower girl. And just a host of things. I have a hole right here that I need to fill. That's a good thing. It was a busy weekend, and the shop is closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. So again, a whole array of things here on the table. Cake plates and all of those good things. Here on the hutch, there's a bunch of pretty pieces as well. All very reasonably priced, I have to say. And everything is clean and it's neatly organized. There's a whole pile of pillows here. We even have some puzzles. So on a day like today, if you're looking for something to do, stop down and pick up a puzzle. That's a good thing to do. Look at this pretty piece as well. I love that. And then we have this pretty. The Kentucky Derby is coming up shortly. And then we have this very pretty hall tree. Isn't that beautiful? I love the color. and it is just a very neat piece. We also do carry Blind Date with a Book, and this is not only a book, but it's also some other fun things to go with the book. It's kind of like a Pamper You type of a day piece, so maybe that's a great piece for Mom for Mother's Day. Surprise her, and you'll be equally as surprised because you won't know what she's getting until she opens it. And that is basically it. Oh, and yes, we do have some vintage handbags. And yes, you can decorate with vintage purses, as I did with this one. So, that is what we have in the shop today. Things change moment by moment, I will tell you that. My vendors bring things in, and I never know what they're bringing, but they always bring really interesting and fun things. So please feel free to stop down. We're located at 57 Bridge Street in Milford, New Jersey, and we look forward to seeing you and keeping these beautiful things out of the landfill. Thanks so much for watching, and have an awesome day. Bye, friends.